Alright folks, here we are once again, my last episode of Tales from the Comment section, which was Thor Ragnarok. Got a lot of love from you guys, and I appreciate that. I'm always nervous branching out, trying new things, but I just thought this would be fun, so I'm glad you guys thought it was fun too. And this brings us to the next episode. As before, all these comments you're about to hear are actual comments from the comment section of the movie at hand. Here to read the comments is Douchey Me. Are you ready? Great. And just a forewarning, there are some light spoilers in here, not game-breaking spoilers for the movie, but still light spoilers. Most of it general knowledge at this point, but I figured you should be warned. So let's get on to
Tales from the Comments section. Justice League.
Justice League, mostly all DC, feels like it's directed by a 13-year-old. The Flash may be comic relief, but that's sweet? Why the weird design? It's like a kid said, let's make a suit that is a fusion between Iron Man and the Red Power Ranger. Well, with shoulder pads. I'm gonna assume you mean suit, not sweet. The material from his suit is heat resistant that comes from the space shuttle that's explained in the movie, but the armored aspect of it is because when he's going that fast, bugs and flies and things he hits are like pellets and BBs hitting him, so he needs to be armored up. Really doesn't explain where Flash got the materials to make the suit, in which case maybe Flash stole the materials to make the suit, or stole the suit, in which case Flash is a bit of a hypocritical thief hero, so that's interesting. Why the Fortal combat does WB cut out the movies? Why? Of course, Justice League is going to need more than 2 hours to be able to tell the story, right? This is them just trying to optimize the money the movie could make per auditorium per day. If you have a movie that has a runtime of about 3 hours, which was about the initial cut of Justice League, then you could only show that movie about 3 times per auditorium showing the movie per day. But if the movie's less than 2 hours, you can get about 4 or 5. So I imagine they were like, hey, hopefully that translates to more money. Didn't help, but that was the thought process. Fuck you, Marvel. Thor Ragnarok was the worst movie. I feel like you're commenting on the wrong video. I feel like you want to be commenting on my Thor Ragnarok review. It's the only way your comment would make sense. That's me giving you the benefit of the doubt, because there's no way you would want to perpetuate some hate in the comment section. Nah, not you, douche. I forgot I had YouTube set to half speed and wondered if Jeremy had a stroke. That's actually kind of funny. I wonder what that would sound like. Bring on the fun discussions, bring on the fan discussions, talking about Justice League, DC Comics, Marvel Comics. 1, I once knew a guy who talked like that, so that's funny. 2, that really brings out the flaws in my speech pattern, so I gotta work on that shit. Notice how ever since comic book movies have really kicked into gear, the overall ratings from everyone have gotten lower. Though I do agree with the sentiment of human beings, when something's new, they tend to hold it in higher regard than when, 10 years later, as of now, they've seen it before. But if you're looking at the tomato meter and Rotten Tomatoes, Spider-Man Homecoming, Wonder Woman, Thor Ragnarok would all contradict your assessment. If you're talking about me and my channel and my ratings, Spider-Man Homecoming and Logan, those both came out this year. So it just, with all the data, people like what they like. Just stop dancing around the controversy and call it a bad film with some good moments. Controversy? Really? I think you misunderstand the word controversy. Have you not seen controversy in the past month on Twitter? That's controversy. What's controversial about this movie? What's controversial about Justice League at all? Please tell me. Yeah, exactly. There's no controversy there. What, do they bring Kevin Spacey back to be Lex Luthor? That would be a controversy. Now, there's nothing like that here, unless you're talking about the CGI mustache, in which case, it's still not a controversy. Nope, that's weird. I learned from BVS and Suicide Squad to not waste my money on the cut-up version of a movie. I will wait for the extended edition on Blu-ray. Not sure why they want to give us an unfinished product. No friggin' thanks. I understand what you're saying, and before I kind of explained why they wanted to make it under 2 hours, and I totally want to see the Zack Snyder cut. I would love to see the 2-movie arc that Zack Snyder initially planned. We're not going to get that, so an extended 1-episode arc, that would be cool too. Judging by the box office, I don't think we're going to get that. I'm not going to hold my breath on it, so you probably shouldn't either. So if you're going to see it, you should probably just see the version you're going to get, because this is probably the version you're going to get. Why the fuck have I been getting ads in Spanish when I view your channel, Jeremy Jahns? Well, I don't know, because I don't have any control over what ads play on my YouTube channel. However, as I understand it, the ads that you see are based on your search algorithm. So answer me this: Rosetta Stone or Spanish porn? What you looking at? What is it? Don't make it weird. Just be honest. It's my man. But is there Superman? Oh, okay, so this is the comment section of the spoiler-free reviews. I'm not gonna talk about that in my spoiler-free review because I would consider that a spoiler, even though they addressed the fact that Henry Cavill was coming back for the movie. They didn't show anything about him, so I didn't want to talk about it. I don't want to spoil it for the people. So you gotta wait till my spoiler talk that comes after the movie before you actually melt down on the fact that I didn't talk about Superman. If I didn't in the spoiler talk, that would have been weird. Wait. You didn't stay for the post-credits, relax! Again, with everything I just said to the previous comment. Just apply that here, there it is. The MCU films are bad because they have poorly developed villains. I didn't say that. But when a poorly developed villain appears in a DCU film, that's the point. Steppenwolf can take a back seat if the heroes get the front seat. Again, with the misquoting of me, I have to assume you're quoting me because I actually did say this portion of it. I did say Steppenwolf can take a back seat if the heroes take the front seat. But I never said MCU movies are bad because they have underdeveloped villains. I have addressed the fact that MCU movies have had underdeveloped villains. But I did not say MCU movies are bad, and I have not said they're bad because they have underdeveloped villains. So where's that coming from? Not all reviewers are alike. You can't take something someone said over there and apply it to what I say here. Chris Nolan changed the game for comic book movies, so it's impossible not to compare these movies to the Dark Knight trilogy, and they just fall short. Well, you are right, and you can think to yourself that the Joker, when he said you change things forever, there's no going back, could be talking to Christopher Nolan himself, but it's important to not compare Justice League to Christopher Nolan's Batman. You can't do that, you shouldn't do that. You also shouldn't compare the Tim Burton Batmans to Christopher Nolan's Batman. Christopher Nolan made a world that's very unique to Christopher Nolan's world, very grounded in reality for the most part, so when they make a Justice League movie, you shouldn't compare it. Granted, I have done that where it's like, oh, Joker was in the forefront here, he's a villain who stands out, but they didn't do it here. So you can compare certain elements, but try not to do it for the overall thing, because it is gonna fall flat. You're right, you're setting it up for failure. Haven't watched a single superhero since Suicide Squad, and never will. No comic book movies at all. You watched none of them. Logan was coming out and you were like, I'm not gonna watch Logan because Suicide Squad. That has nothing to do with each other. That defies logic and reason on every level, and you've only missed out because of it, so that's strange. When they go into the alien ship thing, it's night. And when Superman is brought back to life and they fight, it's magically day. I didn't know Superman had those powers. Oh wow, that totally did happen. My memory's a little fuzzy on it, but I do think you are right. It was nighttime, and they brought Superman back to life, and then it was daytime, and they all threw down and fought. That's, wow! Good eye, good catch. That's what happens when you have reshoots, re-edits, restructure, and two different directors. It's casualty, it's collateral damage, is what it is. That's what I'm trying to say there, but yeah, that happens in Michael Bay movies too, where it's like, it's daytime, one car ride, 1 square mile, now it's nighttime. I don't know why. At first, it's like your brain doesn't pick it up, and then you watch it again, you're like, no, I totally picked that up. So it can only last for so long. You can only trick people for about one viewing, especially in the social media world. You're not getting away with it for too long, so good job. And that's it, folks. That's episode 2 of Tales from the Comments section. If I picked your comment and douchey me read it in a douchey way and you didn't mean it in a douchey way, please don't take offense. It's all in good fun. And since this is a bit of a new segment on my channel, a bit outside the box, if you want to share this around to your friends, I'd really appreciate that. Tweet it out, get it around on social media, that helps. And props to you guys. A few comments aside, a lot of people were talking about how it was going to be a Venom war more than there was actually a Venom fanboy war in the comment section, so props to you. Yeah. I just don't see why we can't all get along and enjoy both franchises.
Just kidding, Marvel sucks, DC is the best, fight me.